Welcome back to Tales of the Dark tonight. We're not talking about houses or abandoned places. We're talking about the road, the kind of road you shouldn't be on at night, especially when it runs through the woods, because sometimes you're not the only one traveling. Story 1. The girl on the highway. I shouldn't have been driving that night. It was past midnight. Long highway. No streetlights, just my headlights cutting through the dark. Trees on both sides, thick, endless, the kind of forest where the darkness feels deeper than normal, like it's not just the absence of light but something else. I had been driving for hours, tired, barely focused. The road was empty. Too empty, no other cars, no houses, no signs, just road and woods. That's when I saw her, standing on the side of the highway, completely still, wearing a light-colored dress. My chest tightened instantly, because no one should be out there, not at that time. Not in a place like that. I slowed down. What is she doing out here? She didn't move, didn't wave, didn't react, just stood there looking at the road. As I got closer, she slowly turned her head and looked directly at me. I felt it instantly, that feeling. Something wasn't right, but I still stopped. I don't know why, maybe instinct, maybe curiosity, maybe a mistake. I rolled down the window. Are you okay? She stepped closer, slow, calm, too calm. Can you give me a ride? Her voice was soft, flat. Like there was no emotion behind it. I hesitated, every instinct telling me don't do it, but I looked behind her, nothing, just darkness. Where are you going? She pointed forward. Just down the road. I swallowed, then unlocked the door. Get in. She opened the passenger door. Sat down quietly, closed it, no sound, no movement, just sitting there facing forward. I started driving again. The car felt different instantly. Heavier, colder, like the temperature dropped. I glanced at her. What were you doing out there? No response, just silence. Are you from around here? Nothing. She didn't even look at me, just stared ahead, unblinking. My chest tightened. Hey, then she spoke, quiet, almost a whisper. You shouldn't have stopped. My hands tightened on the steering wheel. What? She slowly turned her head toward me and smiled, not wide, not exaggerated. Just wrong, like she didn't understand how a smile works. They don't like it when you stop. My stomach dropped. Who? She didn't answer, just looked forward again. The road ahead suddenly felt longer, darker, like it stretched further than before. Then something appeared in my headlights, another figure. Standing in the road. My heart stopped, because it looked exactly like her, standing outside, watching the car, and slowly it raised its hand, trying to stop me. Some roads are empty, some roads feel empty, and some roads only look empty until you stop. Story 2. There was more than one. I slammed my foot on the brake. The car skidded slightly, stopping just a few meters from her, or from it. My chest tightened, because the girl in front of the car looked exactly like the one sitting beside me. Same dress. Same face, same stillness, standing in the middle of the road, watching us, watching me. My hands gripped the steering wheel tighter. What is that? No response. I turned slowly. The girl beside me hadn't moved, still sitting, still facing forward, like nothing was wrong. Do you see that? She didn't answer, didn't react, didn't even blink. The headlights flickered slightly, just for a second, but it was enough. Because when the light stabilized again, the figure in the road had moved, closer, without walking, without making a sound, just closer. My breathing became uneven. No, no, no. I shifted the car into reverse instinctively, but before I could move, the girl beside me spoke. Don't go back. My chest tightened. What? She turned her head slowly toward me, her face still smiling, but her eyes completely empty. They're behind us too. My heart dropped instantly because I hadn't looked. I didn't want to, but I did, slowly through the rearview mirror, and I froze because the road behind me wasn't empty anymore. There were more, standing along the edges of the road, between the trees, half hidden in the darkness. All of them watching the car, same dress, same face, same stillness, dozens, maybe more. My breathing stopped completely. What are they? The girl beside me whispered. You stopped. My grip tightened. What does that mean? Silence. Then, that means they saw you. The headlights flickered again. Longer this time, and when they came back, the one in front of the car was right there, just inches from the hood, head tilted, smiling. My heart slammed against my chest. I slammed the gear forward and hit the gas. The car shot forward, passing straight through the figure. Or what should have been a figure, but I didn't feel anything. No impact, no resistance, nothing, like it wasn't physical, like it wasn't real. But it was, because in the side mirror I saw it, still standing, turning slowly, watching the car leave. The forest around me seemed darker now, closing in. The road no longer felt straight, it twisted slightly, like it wasn't the same road anymore. The girl beside me spoke again. "You shouldn't have stopped," my voice shook. "You said that already." She tilted her head slightly. Like she was confused, like she didn't remember saying it. "Then they follow now." My chest tightened painfully. "Who?" She didn't answer, just stared forward. Then the temperature inside the car dropped again, colder than before. My breath became visible. The windows fogged slightly. And that's when I noticed something worse. The passenger window, it wasn't reflecting her. My heart stopped because I could see my reflection clearly. The seat, the dashboard, everything except her. My breathing became uneven. "What are you?" Slowly she turned toward me again. Closer this time, too close. And whispered, "You picked the wrong one." The headlights flickered violently, and for a split second, she wasn't human anymore. Her face stretched, distorted, like something wearing a face it didn't fully understand. Then normal again, still smiling, still sitting, like nothing happened. My chest tightened. Because I realized something then. The ones outside, they weren't trying to get in. They were trying to warn me. Some roads take you somewhere, some roads take you back, and some roads don't take you anywhere at all. Story 3, the road doesn't lead anywhere. I pressed harder on the gas. The engine responded. The speed increased, but something felt wrong. The road ahead wasn't changing. Same stretch, same trees, same curve in the distance. My chest tightened. No, I checked the speedometer, but it didn't matter because the road wasn't moving. Or maybe the girl beside me sat perfectly still, calm, unbothered, like this was normal. "What did you do?" I whispered. No response, just that same faint smile. The headlights flickered again, and for a moment everything went dark, total black. My heart stopped, then the lights came back. And the road was gone. My breath caught in my throat because I wasn't on a highway anymore, I was somewhere else. The car was still moving, but beneath me there was no asphalt, no lane markings, just a narrow dirt path, surrounded by trees, closer than before, too close. Branches scraping against the sides of the car, slow, deliberate, like something guiding me deeper. My hands shook on the wheel. "This isn't the road," the girl finally spoke. "It never was." My chest tightened painfully. "What do you mean?" She turned her head slightly. "You were already inside." Her cold wave ran through my body. "Inside what?" She didn't answer. The path twisted sharply, but I didn't turn the wheel, and yet the car followed it anyway. My breathing stopped because I realized I wasn't driving anymore. I pressed the brake. Nothing, no response. I pulled the steering wheel. It moved, but the car didn't follow. The engine sound faded, replaced by something else. A low hum, deep, constant, like it was coming from the forest itself. The trees grew thicker, darker, closing in. The headlights barely reached beyond a few meters now. Everything beyond that pure black. My voice shook. "Stop the car." The girl leaned closer, too close, her voice almost touching my ear. "You stopped already." My chest tightened violently because I knew she wasn't talking about the car. The path ahead ended suddenly, not gradually, not naturally, just ended. The car slowed on its own, rolling to a stop right at the edge. My breathing became shallow because beyond the headlights there was nothing, no ground, no trees, just darkness, endless, like the world had been cut off. "What is this?" The girl smiled wider. "Not human anymore. Not even trying. This is where you get out." My heart slammed against my chest. "I'm not getting out." The passenger door unlocked on its own. The click echoed loudly in the silence, then slowly it opened. Cold air rushed in, not normal cold, heavy, thick. Like stepping into something deeper than air. The girl stepped out, calmly, standing just outside the car, in front of the darkness. Then turned back toward me, her face wrong, completely wrong. "You don't drive anymore." My chest tightened. "What happens if I don't get out?" She tilted her head, smiled. "Then you stay." The forest behind me shifted. Branches moving, shadows forming between trees. My breath caught because I wasn't alone anymore. Something had followed me, something had been waiting. The girl stepped back into the darkness, disappearing slowly, like she belonged to it. Like she was part of it, and the car shut off, completely, dead silence. The door beside me still open, waiting. Some places don't appear on maps, some roads don't exist until you're already on them, and some destinations were never meant for the living. Story 4. What waits beyond the road? I didn't move. I couldn't. The engine was dead. The headlights were still on, but they felt weaker now, like something ahead of me was swallowing the light. The open passenger door creaked slightly, slow, unnatural, like something invisible was touching it. Or holding it open. My hands stayed locked on the steering wheel, cold, stiff, like they didn't belong to me anymore. The darkness in front of the car wasn't normal. It wasn't just night. It wasn't just the absence of light. It felt deep, layered. Like there was distance inside it. Like if I stepped forward, I wouldn't just be stepping into darkness. I'd be stepping into something else. My breathing became uneven. This isn't real, but the moment I said it, I felt something respond. Not loudly, not visibly, just aware. Like the darkness had heard me, the forest behind the car shifted again, branches creaking, leaves brushing against each other, but there was no wind, no reason for movement, except something moving through it, slowly, deliberately circling. My chest tightened because I realized something. It wasn't in front of me. It was behind me. The girl, she hadn't taken me somewhere. She had brought me here, delivered me. My grip tightened. No, I reached for the ignition, turned the key. Nothing, no sound, no resistance, just dead, like the car had already been abandoned. Like it didn't belong to me anymore. The radio crackled, loud, sudden. I flinched, grabbed it. Hello, static, then a voice, not the same one from before, different, older, tired. You stopped, didn't you? My chest tightened. Who is this? A pause, then, doesn't matter now. The signal broke slightly. Listen to me, don't get out of the car. My breathing became shallow. Something opened the door. I know. The voice cut in quickly, urgent now. Don't step out. Whatever you do, don't touch the ground. My eyes moved slowly toward the open door. The darkness outside felt closer, heavier, like it was pressing against the frame. What is out there? Silence. Then it's not just one thing. My heart dropped. What does that mean? The signal distorted. They don't look the same for everyone. My grip tightened. How do I leave? The voice went quiet, too quiet. Then you don't. The radio cut out completely, dead silence again. My chest tightened painfully because I understood something then. That voice, it wasn't trying to help me escape. It was telling me it had already failed. The passenger door creaked again, wider this time, opening further. The darkness spilled in slightly, not like air, not like fog, more like presence, like something leaning in. Watching, waiting, my breathing became uneven because I could feel it now. Something standing just outside, close, too close. But I couldn't see it, not fully, only hints, subtle shifts in the darkness, shapes that didn't stay still, edges that moved when I wasn't directly looking. My chest tightened because I realized it didn't want to be seen, not yet. The headlights flickered, once, twice, then steadied. And for a split second I saw something, right beyond the door, a shape, tall, unnatural, not standing on the ground but slightly above it, like it wasn't touching anything real. My heart stopped because it wasn't alone. Behind it, more shapes, deeper in the darkness, dozens, maybe more. Not moving closer, not rushing, just waiting, like they knew I would come to them. The car shifted slightly, a soft creak, like something had leaned against it. My entire body went rigid, because whatever it was now touching the car. The metal groaned softly, not from weight. From pressure, like something testing the boundary. My boundary, the line between inside and outside. My breathing became shallow because I realized something worse. The car wasn't protecting me, it was just delaying it. The girl's voice echoed faintly, not from outside, from inside my head. You don't drive anymore. My chest tightened violently. No, the driver's side door lock clicked, soft, unmistakable. My heart dropped instantly because I hadn't touched it. Slowly the handle moved from the outside, testing, learning, just like before. My breathing stopped because I knew it had learned enough. The door creaked slightly, not fully opening. Just enough, like something was peeking in, watching me, studying. The The headlights flickered one last time, and for a brief moment everything became clear. The shapes, the figures, the things waiting in the darkness. They weren't strangers, they were drivers, people like me, standing out there, still, silent. Watching the car, watching me, waiting for me to step out so something else could take my place. The darkness shifted closer. The open passenger door widened further. The cold air thickened, and I realized this wasn't a trap, it was a cycle, and I was already inside it. Some roads end, some roads loop, and some roads never let go of the ones who drive them. Story 5, the road always needs a driver. The handle stopped moving. The car went completely still again. No sound, no movement, just me and the open door, waiting. My breathing was shallow now, controlled, like I already knew there wasn't a way out, only a next step. The headlights dimmed slightly, not turning off, just weakening, like something was draining them, or like they were being pulled forward into the darkness. The shapes outside didn't move. Didn't come closer, didn't attack. They didn't need to, because they knew I would come to them. Everyone does, eventually. The radio crackled one last time, weak, fading. If you're hearing this, the same tired voice, barely there. You already waited too long. My grip tightened. There has to be a way out. Silence. Then there is. My chest tightened. How? A pause. Then someone else has to stop. My heart dropped instantly because I understood, not escape, replacement. The voice continued. That's how I'm still here. Static swallowed the rest. The radio died. Completely, no more help, no more voices, just the truth. The passenger door creaked wider. The darkness outside felt closer now, heavier, almost touching me. The air inside the car thickened, harder to breathe, like the space was shrinking, forcing me out. My eyes moved slowly toward the rearview mirror. The road behind me was gone. No highway, no path, just darkness, endless. The way back didn't exist anymore, only forward, only out. My chest tightened painfully because I knew this wasn't a choice, it was timing, and my time was ending. The engine clicked softly, not starting. Just acknowledging something, like it knew, like it had seen this before, many times. My hand slowly left the steering wheel, felt lighter, detached, like it didn't belong to me anymore. The open door pulled at me, not physically, something deeper, like the space outside was calling me. The same way the girl had called me, the same way the road had pulled me in. My feet moved before I decided, before I agreed. They moved anyway, touching the ground outside. Cold, but not like snow, not like earth, something else, something empty. The moment I stepped out. The car door slammed shut behind me. Loud, final, I turned quickly. The car was still there, headlights on, engine dead, exactly how I left it, but something inside wasn't right, a shape in the driver's seat. My chest tightened violently because I could see it clearly, someone sitting there. Hands on the wheel, looking forward, waiting. My breathing stopped because it was me, perfect, still, unmoving, like I had never left. The headlights flickered once and then stabilized. The engine started, on its own, low, smooth, alive again. The car slowly turned, facing the road that wasn't there before. But now was a highway, long, empty, cutting through the forest, exactly like before. The figure inside gripped the wheel, adjusted slightly, like it was getting comfortable. Then it drove forward, disappearing into the road, leaving me behind. The forest around me became clearer now. The darkness lifted slightly. Just enough for me to see the others, standing between the trees, dozens, maybe hundreds, all of them watching, silent, still, drivers, people who had stepped out just like me. My chest tightened, because I understood everything now. The girl, the road, the stopping, it wasn't random. It was selection. The road doesn't take you, it waits. And the moment you stop, you become part of it, not gone, not dead, just removed, replaced, and the car keeps going, finding someone else. Another driver, another mistake, another stop, far in the distance through the trees. I saw headlights, faint, approaching, slowly. My chest tightened one last time because I knew what would happen next. They would see me, standing there, alone, on the side of the road, just like her, and they would stop, they always do. If you are new here, subscribe to Tales of the Dark, where every story gives you a nightmare.